You're playing a Kava bar to 12-year-olds. It's really taking off. I didn't even know what Kava meant. I had to go to the internet and look it up. It's actually a Polynesian word that means dirty brown dishwater. That's what it is. So everyone have a nice Christmas? Nice Christmas, guys? Yeah, that was pretty good. You guys watching It's a Wonderful Life again? Anybody know It's a Wonderful Life, or this joke's gonna bomb? You guys know It's Wonderful Life. Well, most famous Christmas movie. They changed it this year. They made some edits. I don't know if you saw it because of COVID and everything. If you didn't see it, it kind of went like this. Mary, there's this virus, see, and it's more than just in Bedford Falls. It's spread all over the world, South America and Europe and Asia. And I wanted to go to these places. I want to build airfields and skyscrapers, Mary. But I won't get the vaccination, so they won't let me, Mary. Well, you know what Zuzu says, dear. Every time a bell rings, an unvaccinated gets their wings. All right, it's a tough one. So they're doing it to more than just movies. I mean, they even started doing it to musicals. They're doing it to Annie, basically. It's a COVID life for us. It's a COVID life for us. We don't get out a lot. All we get is booster shots. It's a COVID life. It's going too far. Really too far. They've even tried it on cartoons. Maybe you guys have seen this one. It's like, hey Patrick, you're not wearing a mask. I don't need those sticky masks for the Krusty Krab. I have seahorse tranquilizer to protect me. But Dr. Fauci says seahorse tranquilizer doesn't work. I don't trust that Johnson & Johnson Evinrude vaccine. They probably put motor oil in it. But just think, Patrick. If you get it, you won't have to get another one for 5,000 miles. Oh, Patrick. All right. This is a clean set for me. I don't know if you noticed. I took everything dirty out because we are playing with 12-year-olds, so I kept it really clean. So that usually is a dirty bit. So just a little bit about me. I actually grew up in Hollywood. We're off of Tyler Street here when I was young. And I was born Jewish. Like, geez, all these Canadians are Jewish. I was born Jewish. But my religious, beliefs are more Buddhist, right? So I'm what they call a Jubu, right? So what that really means is that I can only reach Nirvana if I can get in at a discount. So I passed a milestone recently, guys. My daughter finally went off to college. She's here actually over there, pump fist in her hand. And I was a little nervous, a young girl going to New York by herself. But then Governor Cuomo resigned, and I was like, phew, but then I thought, damn, there goes our extortion plans. For people in the news who might get that one. So again, as I'm getting older and older and whiter, I'm just like out of touch with today's culture. I'm just totally out of touch with black culture. I'm so white. I thought Snoop Dogg was Charlie Brown's best friend. And cornrows, I thought cornrows was Kellogg's brand new breakfast cereal. What the hell do I know? And I just found this out. Maybe as older people need to know this too. Megan Thee Stallion, not this year's Kentucky Derby winner. No. And I feel sad to say that MLK Day. I'm so white. I thought MLK Day was a celebration of milk. That's a groaner, but I love that one. So speaking of white people, I'm really curious. In Australia, do they get confused when they play chess? It's like one guy is like, now I got you. Checkmate. The other guy's like, checkmate? No, checkmate. This goes on for like an hour. So finally the guy has to move again. He goes, checkmate, mate. All right, that's an old groaner too. Is anybody listening to the radio anymore? Am I the only old person listens to the radio? There's one person. No one else radio? Jeez, it's 2 people. There's an actual radio commercial now on the radio for People's Gas. It's some sort of energy company. I looked it up and I'm like, holy shit, it actually comes from people. You know, they have these videos up there, this vegan girl, farting into a rubber hose. I think we're taking this recycling just a little bit too far, people. As I mentioned, I am a family guy. I have 2 kids. My son's here as well. And he just turned 14. He came the other day, just like 2 weeks ago. And he was so excited. He's like, Dad, Dad, Dad. I'm thinking to myself, oh, you finally passed an algebra class or finally did a science project for once. He's like, Dad, 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 I did it. I finished every episode of Family Guy. Ah, shit, what am I supposed to say? Great job, son. Now get back in there and finish South Park. I'm thinking, maybe at least if he does that, he'll respect my authority. All right, what else do I got for you? So again, I told you I'm from Hollywood. I'm a Florida guy, and we hear these Florida man stories, and you don't know, should I be embarrassed or should I laugh at them? These are real stories. There's a guy in Vero Beach, I don't know if you read this, high on this drug called Flocka.
Hell yeah.
He jumps over a prison fence into a prison to visit his friends. The cops grab him, they're like, what's wrong with you, kid? And he's like, I'm not just a junkie, I'm a great BFF. He said, honestly, officer, there was a Pokemon Go in there that I needed. And I hear the meatloaf is divine. Then right here in Miami, I think it was Hialeah, there was a guy who got arrested for assaulting his girlfriend, assaulting her with fried chicken. Now her face is finger licking good. Then there's my favorite, there's a guy in Merritt Island. He was like so frantic, kept on calling 911, saying he needed a ride to Hooters. Him and his grandma, they needed to go to Hooters. It turns out, she worked there and she forgot her little orange shorts. Did it work out? It depends. That's a crappy joke. Again, so if you want to know if you're a real Floridian, I made a little, quiz for you guys. It's called "You Might Be a Floridian." Right? You want to hear this? Take the quiz yourself. You might be a Floridian if you have to Google, what season are we in? If you might be a Floridian if you're walking down the street and you see a 4-foot iguana cross your path and you think, sushi. If a Category 4 hurricane is coming right for you and you say, screw it, wake me up when it's a Category 5, might be a Floridian. If you've been to Disney more times than Pitbull has says, Dale 305, you might be a Floridian. And then my last one, you might be a Floridian if you have a pair of formal flip-flops. So I'll leave you with this one. So I started dating my girlfriend. She's really into country music. And as a Jewish guy, I'm not really into it. So I started, listening to country music, watching YouTube videos of other country artists, and so forth. I did this for a few months. Then I turned on the radio. I still listen to the radio, 99.9 Kiss FM, and I knew every song. And I was like, oh no, oh no. Did I just turn myself into a redneck Jew? All of a sudden, the redneck Jew song just came into my head. What the hell can I do? I'm just a sad redneck Jew. I like eating my bagels with Spam and my smoked herring too. I really love my chewing tobacco and drink my Manischewitz too. So baby, why don't we get drunk and sue? Then all these other, I think another redneck Jew songs started popping into my head, like Every Kiss Begins with KKK. Whiskey reading glasses, and then my favorite, I know Jews in low places. All right, that's my time. I'm Mike Pardo. You can follow me at The Stand Up Mike on Instagram. Give it up for that number one bullshit buddy, Ken.